Yeah. So wrapper classes are the classes, the objects where the object is wrapping up the primitive data type value. So here I have labeled, so I want to transfer the age value to destination, and over there I need to perform calculation like int age equals to 18. Now this 18 is to be transferred in the form of an object. So here,
Hello.
yes.
Ahmed, we are not seeing your screen.
Oh, is it? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Let me check. Uh, Now can you
Yes.
see?
Now. Yes. Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here I'm talking about these wrapper classes here. So the age value is being transferred, and here it is transferred in the form of object, and on the destination computer this age value I am going to perform a calculation, that is age, the same age after 5 years what it would be. So here the age value should be converted into object. So here you can see the age value 18 is to be boxed into an object, wrapped up into an object. Now this age 18 primitive value becomes an object here. Look here, I have mentioned object in braces. So this age primitive value is wrapped up into a box, and the whole box represents object. To that object on the destination computer, I am going to perform calculation. So observe there, did you try adding something to an object? Maybe for rectangle object, did you try adding something to that object? I think you have not tried. So here, performing calculation on an object, actually on an object we cannot add object, we can collate objects if we need. So here the primitive value which is present in the object, which is present in the box, I need to perform calculation. So in that case, directly performing calculation on object will give error, or it will give abnormal results. So in that case, this box has to be unboxed, unwrapped, and we get 18 primitive value, and on to that 18 let's add and perform some arithmetic operation, and that would result the expected value. So here to perform this, the primitive values are to be wrapped up into objects. Those objects are nothing but wrapper classes, we call it as. Every primitive value, so here there are 8 primitive data types: byte, short, int, long, float, class, character, boolean. So every primitive value is having a corresponding class name, that is wrapper class name. So byte, short. If you observe over there, according to Java naming convention, the class names begins with uppercase. So short, integer it is. Do you remember? For primitive int, the wrapper class is integer. For long, it is long. Float, capital F. Double, and for character also it is complete, character. So C uppercase and the whole spelling, character. Then Boolean. So what these wrapper classes represent? So these wrapper classes represent objects that are wrapped. So here byte object would be wrapping byte primitive data type. Short object would be wrapping short primitive data type. That's what. Wrapper classes would be wrapping the corresponding primitive values in it. And you can wrap a primitive value to primitive, wrapper object, and you can unwrap the uh, wrapper object to primitive value. Both you can perform. So wrapping as well as unwrapping. So here wrapping can also be called as boxing. That is converting primitive value to its corresponding object. That is boxing we call it as. Unwrapping can also be called as unboxing. So here unboxing is in the box there is a primitive value, so we need to unwrap that box. Unwrap and the object is being converted to primitive value here. So here right from this wrapping, unwrapping are done programmatically. So we need to perform manually this wrapping up of objects. I will show you by example how we used to do and how we do generally. And this wrapping, unwrapping has been automated right from Java 5 version. So boxing up of primitive value to object and unboxing up of object to primitive value. So we call them as auto boxing and auto unboxing. These two activities right from Java 5 version are done by JVM automatically for us. So right from Java 5 version it is done implicitly. So we shall see few examples how to use this wrapping, unwrapping. So let me write here. Yes. So we'll be using 5 ways of converting primitives to object, objects to primitives, string to numerics. So here. So I will show you all the 5 ways by example. So let me create one Java class. So wrapper demo, finish. So inside this main method, so I'm going to write and let me put here those comments. So here, so what I'm doing is the first one. Converting primitive numbers to object numbers using constructor. So I'm showing you the various ways of conversion. So the first one here. Oh, sorry. Yes, converting primitive number to object number. So here what I'm doing is let me declare so int value equals to 10. Assume here. So I declared a primitive value. Now I need to convert this into object. So how we are doing that? We are doing that using constructor. So all these are wrapper classes: integer, boolean, short, byte. All these are wrapper classes. I have mentioned here wrapper classes. When I say class, then there will be having constructors, variables, and methods in it. So here I am making use of the constructor. So let me highlight you another point here. So here every class has constructors. So better say they have two constructors. One constructor will take the corresponding data type as an argument and second constructor will take string as an argument. So please do remember the types of constructors that are available in each wrapper class. Every wrapper class has two constructors. only character wrapper class has single constructor, which takes the corresponding data type and it cannot take string as the argument. So let me take the constructor example and write here. So I am converting this primitive value 10 to wrapper object. So how I am doing is integer is the wrapper class. So I write int object equals to new integer. So the traditional way of creating the object. So here I am calling the constructor which takes the primitive value as an argument. Look there. Yes, I am done. So this statement is going to wrap the primitive value 10 into box. I mean, in my notepad, the example which I shown, yes. So this 18 primitive value is now boxed to an object, this one, this. So here in my code, this int object is having a primitive value 10 inside it. Now, what I'll do is, I'll just print this on console. So, printing the, or better say what I'll do is, convert primitive to numeric object. And here I am printing the object, int object, int object. So I just displayed for you. Of course, it is displaying 10 here. You can see here, int object 10. Now, by looking at the console, this 10, just looking at the console, the output, can we determine whether this 10 is primitive value or an object that is, an object that is representing primitive value. So to determine that, I'll cross-check with performing some arithmetic calculation. So what I'll do is, observe there, I am adding 20 here. So do remember here, int object is an object here, and to that object I am adding 20. Can you guess what the result would be here? Now when I execute this, can we add 20 value to an object? Yes, can someone give me an answer? Or even you can post that answer on chat window. So when I display this, int object plus 20 results to, does it result to any error? Because object plus 20 I am adding. Or will that treat differently and give a different result? Or will that give 10 plus 20, 30? Mehboob, I think, not sure. Okay, all right.
I think it will give an error.
Okay. Okay, fine. All right. It's okay. So let me execute this and I'll show the output and I'll explain you. Let me, observe that 10 plus 20, it is concatenating and giving the result 10, 20. So the thing is, this int object is having a plus operator over there. Plus operator can act as concatenation operator as well as it can act as arithmetic operator. If it is acting as an arithmetic operator, it will result to sum. Here, the plus operator is acting as a concatenation operator. So this object is having 10 inside that, and this 20 is being appended to that, and it is giving the result 10 plus 20. So it is performing a concatenation over there. Now the thing is, we are using Java 6 version, I believe. Let me Java. Yes, I configured Java 1.6 here on my machine. So I just told you that from Java 5 version, the automatic conversion of objects to primitive, primitive to objects happen. So in that case, this int object should be converted to primitive value and should result to 10 plus 20, 30, but it is not happening. So what I will do is, observe, I am just introducing a pair of braces here. I just introduced a pair of braces. I saved it and I am trying to execute. Do observe here. So what I have done is, I am performing a sum on int object with 20, and I am introducing this sum in braces. Now observe, I am executing this. It is giving a value 30. So what internally happening is, so as I have mentioned that in braces, it is separately evaluating this expression. While evaluating this expression, there is a plus operator, arithmetic operation, and int object is automatically converted to primitive value because we are using Java 6 version. Right from Java 5 version, this automatic boxing as well as unboxing happens, and this is being converted to primitive value, and 10 plus 20 then it results to summation 30. So this is how we got the result here. So the thing to be noticed here is this int object is being converted to primitive value internally, implicitly by JVM. If we want to convert, then we need to have methods. So I will show you that also. So here, converting object numbers to primitive numbers. This is what we need to do manually. So I am explaining that here. Let me copy this. Yes. I got an int object here, int object. This int object is being converted to primitive numbers manually. So let me do here. So how do we convert that? By using a method that is data type value. So all the wrapper classes have many methods. Among that, so let me use. So this is an int object. Int object. So on an object we can use dot operator, and you can see here. So this int object is having primitive value. So I am using the method. So these are the various methods present inside that wrapper class. So it is having integer value, and I am using int int value. So int value, because it is having an integer, so I use an int value. Int value. And it will return, you can see int value return type. So I mentioned, I have put the cursor on that. So int value is present in integer class. You can see integer class, int value, and return type is primitive value integer. So I will hold that here. Int value 1 I say. Now this value 1 I am going to display here. System.out.println. So numeric object converted to primitive value, and I'll display it here, plus value 1. I'll display it and I'll execute this. So here it is giving primitive value converted, that is object is being converted. So object is being converted by using a method data type value. So why I have mentioned here data type value is every wrapper class has methods like int value, double value, to whatever the data type you need to convert. So you can use that method. So int short value, byte value, float value, double value, like this. So that is why I mentioned here type value. So here particularly I am using int value because I know that my value, that is int object, is having integer in it. So I use int value and the return type is integer, primitive integer. So I hold that and I am displaying. So by looking at the console, this 10, we cannot determine whether it is 10 a primitive value being displayed or an object or a string. So we can cross check by performing an arithmetic operation. So plus 20 plus 20. Can you guess the result here? It's a primitive value now. It's a primitive value now. 10 plus 20. So what it should result to here when I execute this statement?
It should still be 1020.
1020, Subrata. Okay, let me execute.
1020.
Okay, good, good. Yes, 1020 as you expected. And the result, because this is a primitive value, of course. Now, when I am executing this, what is happening is, you can see left side to this primitive value, this is complete string represented in double quotes. And here 20 is being appended here. The plus operator is acting as an concatenation. So what is happening is this value 1, which is having a primitive value, is being automatically wrapped up into box, and this string plus this and this primitive value also is automatically wrapped up into box, and it is giving concatenated result. So if you are expecting 30 over there, then put that in brace. So I re-execute this. Yes. So we have seen converting a primitive value to wrapper object and vice versa. That is wrapper object to primitive value. So similarly, we have a few more conversions, and let me show you. So converting numeric object to string. Now I am going to convert to string. So the thing is, so before talking about a string, so let me explain you what string is. String is group of text, so group of characters which are enclosed in double quotes. For example, in our sample, whatever I am mentioning here in double quotes is a string. So here I am converting the numeric object to string by using toString method. So if you remember, we already discussed what toString method in Java is. So toString method is present in java.lang.object, where java.lang.object is by default the parent of any class what you are writing, and this toString method represents, gives a textual representation for an object. I am making use of the toString method to convert the numeric object to string. So let me do that here. I'll copy this. So I am converting numeric object. As of now, the numeric object for us is this one. I am converting this to string. So we can see int object dot toString. So toString method here from integer class is now resulting to string. So this is the return type, this string. So toString, and of course its return type is string. Let me hold that string. So str, I say. Now this str is having 10 in it. I mean it would be having something like this. Do remember, string is always represented in double quotes. So this str is having this inside it. Now let me display it. So numeric object converted to string, and let me display it. So plus str. So the result is obviously 10 because I am displaying this 10. Of course. Now I would like to perform a concatenation just to cross check. So on the console if you see 10, we cannot determine whether it is a primitive value, it's an object or a string. So what I am doing is I am going to perform a calculation here, simple to cross check, plus 20. And can you guess the result now? Is that 10, 20 or 30?
10, 20.
10, 20. Okay, let me execute this. Of course, absolutely it is 10, 20. Now what I'll do is I will deliberately put that in braces. Now can you guess the result? Is that 10, 20 or 30?
30?
10, 20. That is 30. Okay.
30. Yeah.
Okay. One is 10, 20 and the other is 30. Okay. Look here.
No, 30.
Ah,
30.
that's what. One is showing, one is telling 30, the other one is saying 10, 20.
Oh.
So observe here, before execution, this portion is string, then this is plus operator, concatenation operator, and this portion, this is a string, and string plus 20 numeric value. So here, string is string unless you convert it manually, else it is a string. So string 10, so it is something like this. So let me write here 10 plus 20, string plus this one result. So let me execute this. So you can see here it is 10, 20. The reason is string, it is having 10 inside it, and this 20, though it looks like primitive value, Java 6 version has inbuilt converted this 20 to object and performing concatenation operation. So this str is a string over there. It does not automatically convert to primitive value. If you want that conversion, I will show you how to convert a string to primitive value soon here. So it is, even though you mention in brace, this is a string, so whenever there is a plus operator beside a string, do remember the plus operator acts as a concatenation operator, not arithmetic operator. Plus is the only operator available in Java which acts as an overloaded operator. In C++ we have overloaded arithmetic operations, whereas here only plus Java, only plus is the overloaded operator which acts as concatenation and which acts as summation. So let me take you to fourth. Now we are seeing converting the string object to numeric objects. So how we are going to convert? So let me copy paste this. Yes, I am making use of this 4. So converting string objects to numeric objects. Observe the numeric object, not numeric primitive value. I will show you both the things, numeric primitive conversion also. So here the string object is nothing but str for us in our sample. So what I am doing is str dot value of so value of, you can see here, so value of, so I am using value of method. Just a minute, let me, I have to use this string object to numeric object. Integer dot. Yes, this is to be used actually. Let me take integer wrapper class. On the wrapper class value of method and the value of method which is taking string. So here you can see string. So I will pass this string as an argument and you can see the result is return type is integer object. Integer object. Of course this value of method is present in integer class. This integer class. The last one here is representing class name and just before it is representing the return type of the method. And this method with signature, that is argument, string argument. So what I'll do is value of string str. So it is returning numeric object. So let me integer int object 1, I say. I got that. Now I'm going to display it. So string converted to numeric object. Int object 1 it is. Int object 1. Now I display in my string there is 10 value. Now that 10 is being converted to numeric object. I execute this. I got that 10 here numeric object. By looking on the console we cannot determine whether it is primitive or string or an object. So to cross check I can perform an arithmetic operation. So observe there it is 10 plus 20 and here there is a string, so it goes concatenation. Of course concatenation. Now to cross check again I'll try mentioning it in brace. Observe there. This is a message concatenation operator and this is evaluated separately. Int object is a numeric object plus 20 and the result is 30 because this int object is implicitly converting into its primitive value by JVM, and the plus operator is resulting summation with 20 and 30 being the result. So this is how we convert a string to numeric object, that is by using the corresponding class and value of method. And the last one is here converting numeric string to primitive value by using parse method. Yes. So I have a string here, str dot parse let me use integer dot parse. Sorry, I have to use integer dot parse. So this string, so you can see this string, which is having 10 in it. I mean this one. This I am parsing it. So what parsing is, JVM will look for a numeric value in that string and observe the parse int return type is primitive value integer. So I hold that here. Int value 2 I say. I display here system.out.println string to numeric value, primitive value, and I am displaying plus value 2 here. Of course, it will display 10 in numeric. 10 in numeric. If you want, you can perform a calculation plus 20. This time it will result to concatenation 10, 20. Because there is a message here, plus concatenation operator, value 2 is, though being primitive, it is automatically converted to object because there is a plus and here a message that is string. Now if you want separate, then put that as an expression. Yes. Now it gives. So these are the things with wrapper classes. So you need to memorize these 5 techniques of converting one component to another component. So I want you to browse through the various methods that are present in wrapper classes also. So for now I am winding up the session, and yesterday I could not upload the video. I will upload today's and yesterday's videos together today. Then we'll see you whether we are meeting tomorrow morning or not. I'll confirm you on email by
Okay.
maybe by end of the day. Okay.
Okay. Sure.
Fine.
No problem.
All right. I'll upload this for you. You can download and you can please refer to it. And see you.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.